All right, and we are live. Welcome back, everybody. We are here. 2019, 2018 is over. It feels like it took longer than a year for that to end, but we made it. 2019's here. We're gonna new year, new me it all the way up until next year.
No, all the way up to Friday.
All the way up until Friday.
Yes,
I think, well, we didn't get to do a lot of shows in December just because of everything that was going on, holidays and traveling and all that good stuff. But we wanted to do a year-end review show. So I think that's what we should do now. But other than that, how was everybody's holidays?
Mine was good, man. No real complaints. I got to hang with the in-laws, and I can't lose any more hair. So hey, it's great.
Hey,
no, seriously, man, it was all good. I had a good time with the in-laws, and it was funny because I got it was like the first time I actually got to like hang out with my niece. She's 7 years old, and everybody else fell asleep Christmas morning, and I'm the only one who was awake. So like I got to help her set up her Switch and like some one of her Barbie playhouses. I put that together for her. I mean, let me rephrase that. I just kind of supervised the construction effort. She actually did all the work. So, kudos for her for, female empowerment. So, yeah, man, it was good. Got to, hang with the family, went and did bowling. One of the excursions was going out to bowling one night. But other than that, man, it was great. Can't really complain.
Awesome. Izzo, how was it?
Busy.
Oh, that's worked. A retail life.
Yeah, worked. Got to hang out with y'all Christmas Eve. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Man,
it seemed like it was so long ago, man.
Yeah, it was. Other than that, it was okay.
So,
fuck the holidays.
God damn it. And we're off.
It's hard to enjoy it when you're fucking working. Fuck the holidays.
Listen, I got a completely different kind of respect for people that actually work in retail during the holidays, man. That is not for the faint of heart, and it's not for people who break easily, because the consumer is a different kind of animal when they want something.
Man,
they're at the top of the food chain.
Yeah. So I'm like, my hat goes off to everybody who decides to stay in that profession.
And all of us have worked in retail or are currently working in the retail
during the holidays.
Yeah,
because people are selfish, and it comes out. It comes out at that point.
It's like that Black Friday special. Like, what can I get myself?
Right.
Christmas Eve is when
you or the missus.
Yeah, Christmas Eve is when you start buying presents for everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love the lie. Though. I love that lie. They come in there and they look around and the young lady likes and blah blah blah. My baby like, ooh, what's that? she don't want that, brother. You didn't come in here for you. And then they leave with 3 TVs.
Right.
And like a poker machine. I'm like, bro, come on, man. That's not for nobody but you.
But I'm gonna get her the Sonicare toothbrush though.
Yes.
Nothing says I love you like your mouth stank, baby.
Nigga, what?
What'd you say?
I said nothing says I love you like your mouth stank, baby.
God damn it. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. But as far as my holiday, it was cool. I don't really remember what I did. I know I spent a lot of money, which everybody did, but everybody. No, I didn't get in trouble, so I guess I did the right thing.
Yeah,
and nobody cried or said I hate you.
Saved my bail money.
All right.
Yeah. So,
if you go to a mall right now, man, I went. I had to pick up something from one of the stores in the mall today, and you go through there, it's like you see tumbleweeds in the parking lot right about now,
man.
Because everybody's waiting until they get that first paycheck for January before they even think about spending money.
They waiting for the income tax check now.
Oh
wait,
I was about to say. That's not a thing.
Well, yeah, let's mark this down in history. Today is January 9, 2019. We are currently, just in case somebody comes back to this for historical purposes, we are currently at a government freeze. There are people on furlough right now. Partial freeze.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. I'm still fucking working.
Yeah. Somebody, I was asked about you, but we are on a government freeze. I do have other friends that are incapable of making any plans past tomorrow.
Yeah,
because they don't know if they're going to be working next week. So that's where we are.
That's sad.
Yeah, that's sad,
it is.
Man.
And his response to that shit today is even sadder.
Oh, that was a petulant child bullshit again on another level. You walk out because
I'm taking my ball and going home.
Yeah, like 800,000 people, like jobs are affected, and like they said, mostly veterans, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
I have a good chunk of family who are veterans who literally work for federal entities, and they are affected by this.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, the sad part is, to the people who are still on that side of the aisle, they don't think that it's affecting anybody.
No,
because there's a hint of sarcasm and there's a hint of something in their voice when they talk about it.
Yeah,
like, oh, the government freeze, the big bad government freeze, but you really don't understand that you are absolutely affecting people.
Yeah,
right. I heard on national news today there was a lady who had until like this Thursday to pay her rent, or she's being evicted. There's nothing she can do about it.
It's like one of these things where it's like it is a terrible circumstance. Part of it is like, because of course there are many of us who are living check to check. It's kind of that's one of those things that we've grown to accept.
Yeah,
but it's like this is a situation to where I'm just going to do this because I can, not because I should.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no rhyme or reason for doing this. Like, to the point. Let me not say that. I mean, border security is a thing, and that's understandable. Mm-hmm. And I get that, but to literally say that I'm doing this to protect America when at the same time you're hurting Americans, it kind of doesn't make sense.
Not at all.
I don't want to hear that shit no more, because
right.
Border security, of course, is a thing, but
yeah,
not for the things you're saying.
Right.
And if you put up the wall and 1 in 3 women are getting sexually accosted on their way here, the wall's not going to stop that from happening.
Yeah, that makes no sense. What are you saying? I'm like, so how does that affect anything?
It's not going to stop people from trying to leave war-torn countries,
because we can't stop anything on that side of the wall. We're American, not
and even on that, like when you started talking about statistics about like more Americans being killed from heroin than that died in Vietnam. Yeah, and it was like, yeah, but that is, bringing the drugs over is one thing, but then you're talking about the use of the substance is another. It's not like no one's saying, you don't see like, dope boys riding on bicycles, sticking needles in people and shooting them with heroin. Like that's an elective decision. So you're compounding several problems and trying to get, some agenda across. And I mean, and I it's just dumb. Like I can't rationally see how this is going to be a thing and how we're going to continue to do this and say that this is all in the best interest of making America safer. I just don't get it.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, my thing with the speech last night, regardless of how long it took him to do it, 8 minutes, an hour, didn't matter. When you hear people defend the speech, they're still talking about the subject of it, which is the wall. And, if you want to debate about the wall, I don't have a problem with that.
Sure. Right.
But when you ignore the fact that he sat up there for 8 minutes and lied over and over and over and over again, then it really gives you a clear view on how people are just ignoring the fact that this dude is evil. You're kind of picking and choosing what you want to believe in. I'm like, this dude's putting who he is right there in front of you because he lied to you.
Yeah.
And these are lies that you can prove. And you're glossing over it like it's nothing. Oh, he still wants the wall built, but he's lying to you. And if he's lying to you about this, then something is crooked about this whole wall thing that he's lying to you about.
Right.
It's, to me, it goes back to what you guys, what we were saying about the holidays. People are selfish. When income tax checks start coming up late, fuck the wall. I want my money.
Oh, don't worry, man. Don't worry. See, the thing is, like, this whole situation, it's affecting people who don't have very much say, don't have very much power in the government swing of things, right? Because you're talking about WIC, you're talking about SNAP, those are the things, or the income tax check. It's like, oh, I don't need, it's like, well, I'm not trying to say putting myself above anybody else, but for those people who can make a difference, who can make that phone call and be, look, dude, you got to do something. It ain't hitting them. It's the ones whose business has a federal contract and the office just got furloughed and they can't get them invoices paid. So their business is going to go under if they don't get these things starting to cycle on through. These are the people that are going to actually be the ones that will be like, hey, Bill, I need you not to do this anymore, because we're not going to contribute that 5-10 grand that you need for your campaign next year if you keep letting this go ahead and keep on going. This is when you go like we're entering into the stage of where this is going to become a problem, and it's going to be it's going to be those people who actually who contribute money to these to these politicians' campaigns that are for this kind of behavior, because you can start to see, you hear rumblings now. It's like, I don't think I don't want to follow this no more, because it's gonna start hitting their pocket, and when it start hitting their pocket, it's like, I mean, I gotta survive out here. I ain't trying to go down.
The people that follow him are so gullible, and he's screaming it's the other side's fault so hard. They're getting more power behind their hatred for the other side, because that's who they're blaming now. Because that's the only way they can go. They're not even trying to think that it's anything that he's doing wrong anymore. Because once you get indoctrinated, once you get convinced that this guy is the voice of you, then you'll take whatever he says as gospel, as long as he says it loud enough, and as long as he says it fast enough. Until
you eating ramen because all you got is the change in your glove compartment. Then that's when it's gonna make that difference. Like, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to go back and look at this again. I think give it about another week, and you're gonna start to see like these politicians are gonna start changing their tune. At least let me not say because there are probably there are some on the other side that are thinking that, hey, this is a bad idea. But you're going to start seeing more of them, and it's because those people aren't going to be able to make those payments. They're not going to be able to get these invoices done for like these federal contracts that they got. Don't worry, it's coming. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, and then on a fiscally responsible side, if we've only been in the freeze for 2 weeks and you're already about to lose all your shit. And
that like I don't want to say it like that.
Is it kind of your fault? I don't want to be like that, but I mean, you ain't saving nothing.
But that's where, it's like the example you even used. It's like, I mean, because like how many people do you know that probably, let's say, if they lost their job right now, would they be okay? And
apparently they're probably nobody, because all these people losing their houses. So, I mean, it's kind of like it's like 50-50, and I'm not saying, I don't want to say it's their fault, but it's like people need to learn, and I'm talking about myself too, need to learn how to plan for the unexpected.
Yeah, I got plans.
I got plans. Got big plans.
And I'm not talking about robbing people. I'm not talking about you. I'm not saying you gonna rob anybody, even though you're from Chicago.
Telling people
rude. I'm just saying. But anyway,
Chapo is going
hopefully
free.
we'll be looking. Hey, listen. these guys that are guarding El Chapo, I don't know if anybody heard
I
this,
love
but these
that
guys
shit.
that are guarding El Chapo are not getting paid.
Wait, what?
This
Oh, yeah.
is they're not getting paid. They're part of the furlough.
Shorty
This
about
is
to
going
go.
to be
You lying, right?
No.
no.
Shorty gonna get out.
Oh,
Get out
man.
shit. This is about to be the most blatant and in your face escape ever.
So all of a sudden it's gonna be like, well, I mean, he left, and I bought a Lambo 2 days later. So
Yeah.
ugh,
It's gonna look
jeez.
like he's gonna have two guards on both sides. It's gonna look like they going down a yellow brick road, all of them skipping at the same time, and they're gonna wave goodbye. You have a good day, Mr. Chapo.
Oh man!
And magically, they gonna just have money appear in their bank account in 30 days.
Exactly. Oh no, worry, they gonna watch the business transactions.
Oh
don't they?
yeah.
Yep.
The
All
wire.
I'm saying, if that transaction going down, they need to look me up.
I mean, think about it, man. If you
Coach them
guarding
on how
one
to
of
hide
the
that
most,
money.
if you guarding one of the most powerful people in the underworld, and I don't know if this happens because it's how I think it happens on TV. You standing outside his cell, he slide that little door open. Say, man, you got rent this month?
Right.
Yeah. Rent don't take no months off, Mr. Chapo.
Bruh.
What you saying?
Rent for him is nothing. Bruh,
Yeah.
I got you for like 5 years, like in my couch.
He ain't. Hey, man, I'm telling you.
Just think about it. Most of these people that have these jobs are families in this career field.
Yeah.
You right.
So if both of y'all ain't working,
Oh no.
bruh.
And you
So
know
you
what
gonna give
scares
me
me
one more
about this
time?
whole situation, and I'm not sure,
What's
but I
up?
don't know if the TSAs are getting paid either.
They're not.
Mm.
No, they're not.
Not. Well, not. I mean, I think there are some members that are getting paid, but like a fair majority of them are not.
I've already seen stories about just security not caring.
They call it blue flu.
Yeah, because my
Yeah.
thing is, it's
Yeah, they
like
call it out.
if
That's what it
I
is.
have
They
no
call it out.
incentive. What you expect me to do? Money is my
Yeah.
incentive. Like you're getting
God
over on
forbid
it.
something happens while this shit is
They said-
going on.
Yeah,
Hey,
they said
it's-
they've never had so many people in TSA call out before.
Do you blame them?
You ain't gonna pay me. I'm gonna go make money.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I don't blame them.
Well,
at
from what I
all,
understand, they were told to go help build the wall in order to make their rent.
What?
So,
That's not border patrol. That's two different. That's not homeland. Yeah, well, it's homeland security, but
and they said
whatever.
if you want to make your rent, go get. And this is from like the White House saying, go get side gigs and go help.
Yeah, go build a
or
wall.
something.
Yeah, yeah. Just leave my family and go to Texas. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Telling you, when you have these people who never had any type of like real life other than just buying into it, like being born into money, they're just not part of what most Americans are.
Mhm.
Wow, it's sad.
It is, but what you gonna do? Anyway,
And
hopefully this year will get better. It took a long time for 2019 to end. I tell you that much.
It was
2019.
2018. That was
only
the
9 days in, fam.
Hey.
That was the longest year of my life.
It did go longer than
no,
most
the
years.
year was good. November hit is like this shit just took forever.
Oh,
It was
What
Thanksgiving.
the fuck? We had another 6 months.
yeah, sure do.
Hey, we gonna all find out we were abducted for 5 years. Don't know it.
You so stupid.
Dude.
Yeah, but let's
got
go
you.
around here. Give us one of the most memorable moments of 2018 for you. One of the things that stuck out could be entertainment wise, could be music, could be life, whatever.
Like,
Who want to go
just
first?
You just stuck. Like when you say stuck out, you talking like for you personally, or just
Yeah, for you personally.
Okay.
For you personally. Yeah.
Huh.
Fuck the world.
Fuck the world.
I mean, who's going? Anyone going first? I don't want to.
I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to think about it.
I have one. I only put one thing down, so I have mine.
Go
And
ahead.
it's the overreaction culture.
Oh,
To everybody goes, I'm gonna dive off this cliff into this abyss of I'm offended, when it's like either it's just comedy, either it's somebody stating their view, which is neither right nor wrong, it's their opinion, and it's like, yeah, we got to get them out of here. And no, this ain't about R. Kelly. He's gone. Fuck him. But
No.
But you know, some people think that's overreacted. I hope y'all know. Have y'all seen some of the tweets from people?
No, I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, he's dismissed. Not talking about him. The Kevin Hart thing years ago. Whatever. We talked about that. It's just so much stuff this year. It's like, oh my God. Like comedians, like I watched something with Joe Rogan. I don't know if it was this year or it was late last year. Well, this past year, the year before. And he was just like, I love comedy. I like doing it as much as I can in between doing UFC stuff and this podcast. But he said, I'm not going to a damn college campus. And their dude was like, why? Because he was just like, certain jokes, like you'll say, and they have an issue with it. And he's like, how the fuck are you going to tell me what's going on? And you haven't been out your parents' house but a year or so. And you're offended. You don't even know what the world is. I was like, shit.
Because they got the internet. The internet like, shows us the world.
But like, it's killing me with comedians. Like, comedians can't say much. Well, let me ask this question. This came up probably like 2-3 weeks ago. But it actually was from an old clip. Did y'all see the thing where they had Chris Rock and Louis C.K. and Seinfeld? There was somebody else there. I can't remember who it was. Ricky Gervais.
I heard about it.
And you know, and Louis C.K. was saying the N-word, was saying nigga, and people were just like flipping their shit, and it was like Chris Rock just like let him do it and blah blah blah. And what people don't understand is Louis C.K. wrote/directed fucking Pootie Tang, you dumbass.
Right. Right.
But a lot of people don't know. They don't look anything. Louis C.K. is a white person, blah blah blah. Louis C.K. is white/Mexican, like pure half, but a lot of people don't even know that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, his dad or his mom is Mexican. I mean, he's pretty American. Like, he doesn't be like, I'm Mexican, but he claims a little bit of it. Like, like he grew up there for a little bit, but it's just everybody got like all in their arms with him saying the N-word, and it wasn't to where it's like he's not using it.
No, he was right.
He's saying it within like the joke context, and you could tell Ricky Gervais was nervous. Like, he said it, but you could tell he was nervous. And then Seinfeld's like, I have no need to use it. And yeah, like, because he's just not of that nature. But
he was that other dickhead.
Yeah, I'm just not offended by when comedians do stuff, and they're dismissing so many comedians and people for saying things.
Ain't nobody gonna be funny anymore, man.
Man, listen.
Thank you. That bothered me. I love comedy.
You take this culture and the internet and slide it back 30 years. There would be no memories of comedy.
Oh, Red Fox. They would have like put him in front of a firing squad.
Eddie Murphy.
Richard Pryor. What's the other guy? What's the one? Lenny Bruce?
Yeah.
Lenny
Bruce, the other one.
Yeah. So
hey, just take the 80s. I was thinking about this the other day.
Oh, the 80s they would all disappeared.
And not just comedians, but movies.
Oh yeah.
The 80s was a weird period. There was a lot of sex, there was a lot of racism, there was a lot of this, a lot of that.
There was a lot of rape culture in those movies.
Like, you think like Weird Science would have been called quote unquote
Revenge of the Nerds, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
Porky's Revenge.
Yeah,
I used to watch those movies just to look at the titties. Like, I know they titties.
Oh, that was Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah,
that
sure did.
Yeah.
What y'all remember the movie where dude put I don't want to say he put on blackface, but he tanned himself. So
Soul Man.
Yeah. Soul Man. That shit wouldn't work today.
No.
They would fucking lose their fucking mind.
And we all sat there and watched it on fucking.
And Radon Chong was on that.
But you know what it was though?
What's that?
Not saying that the 80s was like right after slavery, but the 80s was a time when
it was right after
to be black or to be ethnic, you had to have a thick skin because the shit was still predominant.
Yeah.
And the shit was still happening. So when somebody did it and then laughed about it, it kind of put you at ease because it's like, okay, this isn't threatening. I'm going to accept it. Yeah, at that point, you let it pass because it wasn't about to kill you.
You gotta realize our true real black movies, black cinema, didn't really kick off until like, I mean, of course you had like you had your black blaxploitation movies and
Right.
the B-boy movies and stuff like that. But when people literally started taking like the dramas and everything seriously, it wasn't until like Hollywood
90s.
Shuffle and what is it? I'm gonna get you sucker. Like that's when it really started kicking off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at one point, I mean, I would have loved to be around in that area where one point when Richard Pryor was the black actor to put in every movie you had.
Yeah.
He was our Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? And it was just a different time. And like I said, it was everybody had a thicker skin back then. And now everybody thinks that everything's supposed to offend you. And I think there are two different kinds of people with the culture that you're talking about. You know, there are the people that say that get offended by everything, but they're not being malicious. And then there are the people that say everybody's being sensitive. I still want to say nigga.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. But there's a fine line you gotta toe. Like I get that. Like, no, you can't like use it. You use it, I will abuse your jaw. Like that's the rule. But like we don't need to get rid of people when they do something like that. This is a teaching moment for everybody. It could be a teaching moment for them. And then hell, they learn and other people learn. It shouldn't be like we get rid of you. I'm talking for stuff like not for N-word. I'm just saying things in general.
I was just about to say that. So that's exactly where I was going.
I don't even know the weatherman thing. Let's talk about like the Louis
Let me tell you
C.K.
about the weatherman.
Yeah.
All right, the weatherman. You want to talk about the weatherman, Rich?
I have no clue what y'all talking about.
So here's what happened, right? So there was a weatherman on. I can't remember what station it was, but he was doing the weather forecast and was talking about it all the way up through Martin Luther King Day, right? Or Martin Luther King Jr. Day, right?
Oh boy.
So he was talking and he said Martin Luther King. No, he said Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and basically,
and that is something I know white people have been saying forever too.
All right, so
that's ingrained in your no. That's a no. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And basically, like immediately, the radio station, the news station, they came back on the air. Were like, yeah, he's gone.
Good.
Yeah.
Coon isn't a word nobody just throws out in comments.
No.
The N-word is in a lot of songs and cinema, but coon's not used like that.
No.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
I won't.
You better than me, sir.
I am. Listen,
I just had my moment.
When you're on the air and you're trying to think about your words that you have to get out, King Jr. Okay,
so that means he uses it a lot.
No. Listen, he was thinking, King Jr.
Ahead,
so if you're thinking King Jr. and your brain automatically puts Junior right before you get King all the way out. You know, he is Martin Luther King Jr. Oops. Now that's one thing that could go on. Now, but my thing is for them to fire him so quickly.
Right.
He's done something else.
That's not
his first offense.
Either he's done something else or somebody else within that organization has done something.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you got to go, Mo. I ain't giving you the benefit of the doubt. King, this is my second language. King.
I think in a way, I think he got King Jr. confused, and it kind of got mixed up and messed up. Like I said, in the fire.
Okay, no.
I'm with Brian. I think that the possibility is there. However, I also agree with you too, Brian. It's like to say like 30 seconds later, you fired. It's like we were just waiting. Yeah. It was like a whole Megyn Kelly thing.
Hey,
he's done something else. He has a past.
That reminds me of Bill Burr with his when he's making fun of Jimmy the Greek. He said all these white newscasts had a Jimmy the Greek moment. Yeah, he's gone that day.
So he's gone. But you know, as far as bringing something up that somebody's already apologized for, like you said, we already talked about Kevin Hart. But when people bring up something that you've already apologized and moved on for, and they still want some kind of reparations or punishment for you, I think that's just sad, and they need to just stop chasing shit.
James,
you kind of summed up a lot of what I'm saying. It's like they putting this dude like in front of town square and they're just stoning him until like he gives them something. I'm like, dog, he apologized for it years ago. He apologized again. He took down the tweets. What more do you want from this man?
At this point, it kind of feels like they're trying to destroy him.
Yeah.
There's
Like
an
he was
effort
on
to
Good Morning
destroy him.
America this morning. Like I saw it when I was at gym. I didn't hear it, but I
He's
saw
on
him
Kevin
talking to
Hart.
Michael Strahan. Yeah. I forgot to text y'all that.
Man.
I'm like, him having to do this,
Yeah, nah, man.
it's just
Nah,
excessive.
they-
And the thing is, what he said on Good Morning America was,
I didn't know. So if you'll fill me in.
yeah, what he said on Good Morning America is like he's not trying to be a spokesman for the LGBTQ community, and people twisted that one sentence up to make it seem like he don't give a shit and fuck them and all this other stuff. And all he's saying is there are other things that he's having to deal with right now. He apologized. He's past it. He's not trying to sit here and wave the flag of the LGBT community just to show them that he's their friend. You know, love who you love. It doesn't matter to me because I have other things to do. It's not saying that I don't care about you. You know, it's
Yeah,
just
I
that,
saw y'all making good points in the chat when y'all were talking about that
I
earlier.
know we talked about this briefly.
Yeah.
Did he say he didn't want to be a spokesman? Didn't want to see that as being an ally? Because
yeah, that's what it was. He didn't want to be an ally. I mean, he
All
didn't
right.
want he wasn't trying to be an ally. Like
All
he
right.
wasn't trying to go to war with y'all.
I mean,
I think
there's
there's a way to take it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, because it's one. All right, because if you're saying like you don't want to be a spokesperson, that's fine, because that's not necessarily saying that I want to go out and like this is a cause. Yeah, it's not a cause that I'm heart stars and horseshoes about. But to say that you don't want to be an ally, what is that? That sounds like, honestly, I don't necessarily feel the need to be on your side.
Yeah.
So
Well, think about it like this. Think about it like this. If I've already apologized and you're still mad at me, I've already apologized. I don't have to be your friend.
I mean, you're right. I mean, I'm not saying, by no means am I saying you're wrong. It's just more. It's more of like the context of the choice of words that were used. That doesn't sound good. Like, because think about like, and I think the point I made earlier is like, if a white man said, "Hey man, I know y'all are getting this police brutality thing. I ain't trying to be your ally with this." How would you take that?
Exactly what you said.
Like you would not take that as like, well, shit, what? Like, you know, I think it's more of a
you're either an ally or you're not on our team.
Right.
You're against.
Look at it like this. If that police is whooping my ass and you come over here to try to help me and I say I don't want your help, and you be like, well, fuck it, I don't want to help you. And you walk away, then I'm supposed to be mad at you at that point. I pushed your help away.
That's you deserve.
That's the same. It's the same.
I would not say that's because if you get your ass whooped and then you like, nah, man, I got it. And then you continue to get your ass whooped. It's like, well, I mean,
it's different, Brian.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
He apologized profusely.
No,
took down everything that he was supposed to take down. You still don't want to accept the apology. What am I supposed to do? I walk away.
I would not say that's a 1-to-1.
So you're walking away, but if
I'm gonna tell
you're walking away, and I get what you're saying.
I get.
But if you're walking away and saying, okay, now I'm against you, in some people's minds, that's what he said. Even though that's not what he said.
No,
that was the verbiage. Because again,
the verbiage, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Anything that is not going along with this flow of acceptance automatically is against these groups. And that it shouldn't be like that.
Because it just seems like, and I wish someone would fucking correct me if I'm wrong, but it just seems like from the beginning when ally was used as a term, when it was coined as a term, that means anybody who is not against us.
Right.
Not just whoever. If you're against us, you're not an ally. If you don't give a fuck, you're an ally.
Right.
Like, I don't care who gets married to who.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not against you.
I want you to be happy.
Yeah, I'm not going out. I'm not going out to a pride parade. Like that wouldn't be something you would see me.
That makes a point. Like, yeah, that's not something not say I'm not comfortable. It's just not something I have.
But as soon as you say I'm not going, they're gonna be like, why you ain't going? You against this? So it's automatically you're automatically against them because you're not attending these things.
I haven't felt that.
I don't believe that, but I mean that's the way it's making it sound with Kevin.
Yeah, I would say I haven't felt that way either about it.
I've told my friends, hope y'all have fun in Pride, and they was like, "You coming?" I was like, "No, I'm not today." And they're cool with it.
It's like, good. It's a 2-day parade. No, I'm not coming tomorrow either.
I'll catch y'all on Friday.
I mean, it's cool. We went to Vegas and we all went to the strip club. They went upstairs, and the straight guys stayed downstairs. It's just, it's not. They don't take it wrong, and I don't think anybody who I know who's gay would.
Was this the Larry Flint strip club?
I don't know. I was drunk as fuck that night.
Because I think we went to that one and we stayed downstairs.
I think the majority of any group, be it the gay group or any kind of group, really doesn't have those kind of thoughts. That if you're not here with us, standing with us in this position here, then you're automatically our enemy. I don't think that's the majority of any of these groups. But there's a small group inside the group.
Yeah, of course.
Takes offense to anything that they feel like is against them.
I'm not gonna lie.
And I think those are the people that are attacking Kevin now.
Yeah,
it's this small group, and they're just louder. Like I said, the minority of anybody is the loudest people you'll ever see because they have to be seen.
I will say, I think how the whole thing went down. I think all of it went down completely. It's basically just a PR. It's a PR nightmare, and he just needs to. I mean, I don't want to say he needs to course correct because I think everything he said up until that last comment he said was probably everything. I was like, well, okay, cool. It's just unfortunately perception is reality, and if you say you are not trying to be an ally, that does kind of have a
negative connotation where it sounds like the people.
Yeah,
it might not be your way of saying it, but
it just doesn't sound right.
No, the sad part is he almost got that hosting gig back, but I guarantee you after he did that, like, nope, strike 2.
Oh man,
yeah, because Ellen almost got him back on that stage,
right?
Ellen, yeah,
because he went to Ellen's show and she was like, she really wants him on stage. It just dawned on me that she's gay. I just thought about that.
Ellen,
not like I just found out, but I mean, like, thought about it.
Nobody thinks of Ellen like that. We finally got to a point where people just like, she's gay, and it's not like a thing. It's like, oh, she's gay. It's not the first thing that slaps you in the face.
No,
she's just Ellen, which is great. We got to get to that point. Yes, absolutely.
So, for her to sit here and advocate for him, it got him a lot of brownie points, and he was almost back on that stage until he went on GMA.
Yeah, he should have. If he would have left that line out, he'd have been fine.
I think it was just frustration that got to him because he's tired of talking about it.
I mean,
this man got like 3 movies probably coming out, and he was supposed to do the Oscars, but you still holding this little small thing that he dealt with years ago, almost 10 years ago. So it was frustration.
It can't be worse than what a lot of athletes have been getting caught up this last year.
Same thing. He said the same thing he said on his stand-up, talking about his son being gay. He don't want his son to be gay, blah, 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 blah. It was that same stuff.
Right.
I don't think he said that on stand-up. I don't remember.
He did say it in stand-up, but he prefaced it with saying it, any heterosexual man or whatever. And he also said something like, if you're gay, cool, but for me, I don't see how that was wrong, but whatever.
But that's what he tweeted, and then they brought it back up. But anyway, that was Izzo, you took up like 45 minutes with your 2018 review.
That shit was fucking annoying.
Yeah, that was like outrage was a thing, man.
Rich, you got one?
I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, mine are kind of like at the end of the year. I mean, and this is like media related. I think Marvel movies create the best memes because everybody adjusted everything after the events of Infinity War. The other thing is that December, if and I know Sosa, you have a different opinion about this one, but if someone would have said that a Sony made Spider-Man movie, a Transformers movie, and a DC comic movie were all actually be considered good by the masses, you'd actually be like, "Ha, yeah, right." And released in December. I mean,
2 out of 3 right.
I mean, yeah, it's that's actually pretty impressive. So I mean, I liked the one movie. I thought it was all right. But Spider-Man, honestly, like, what's the name of the movie? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I honestly have to say, I think that was probably the best Spider-Man movie.
I'm telling you.
Best Spider-Man
movie. Was?
I would honestly have to say that, yeah.
Better than Homecoming?
No. Homecoming was all right. I didn't think Homecoming was all that great. I think once you get past the fact that Sony made a competent movie, it's pretty much like, why didn't y'all just do Miles Morales?
I liked Homecoming, but I didn't like Spider-Verse more than Homecoming.
They didn't want to, and I hate to put coloration or color.
Oh yeah, but we know why they did it.
Yeah, if they put Miles Morales in Homecoming, then Miles Morales would have had to be in Infinity Wars, and then Miles Morales would have had to be in Endgame, and then Miles Morales would have his own standalone movie again.
I don't think so.
Yes.
No.
Because that was the Spider-Man that did the back and forth between the two movies. That's the Spider-Man that did that. They wanted a black Spider-Man or a Latino Spider-Man. That's why they did the side movie.
I mean, yeah, we know that. We know why.
Could not make that guy anything but who he was. Yeah, because they did not want to have him carry that movie.
And we know that. I mean, we know that's why it was done. Because I mean, everything about the Spider-Man in Homecoming is basically Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm. Even the little fat dude.
Right.
Like, yeah, like everything is straight out of the comic book.
Right. But yeah, it's like, okay, we got it. And then they did Into the Spider-Verse, and to be honest, like it's actually like Into the Spider-Verse is probably, I would have to say, is probably the best Spider-Man movie that's been done. If it's not the best, I can definitely say that it's up there with I think the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 was probably the best live action movie that we've gotten so far. So yeah. I would say Into the Spider-Verse is like neck and neck with that one, because I think it just got the character right overall, like across the board. And then I mean,
yeah. And now they're dabbling with the idea of making a live action Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Oh, of course. I mean, because Miles Morales is in the Spider-Man PS4 game too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's not like they haven't had a cartoon flip over into live action. I mean, it's happened before. So
yeah, right. But I mean, that's a lot of Spider-Man. That's like overkill.
Hey man,
so I don't. If they do that, I don't think there's any other Marvel or DC character that's had more spinoffs or more different versions of one movie.
Yeah,
they said Spider-Man is apparently, I think, is the most known comic book character.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So yeah, I mean, like the chance for money is there, and then of course Venom, regardless of how you felt about it.
I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was good. I mean, for what it was, I thought it was good.
Because of Hardy, though.
It was yeah. It was a movie that was. I think it's a movie that was released 10 years too late.
How many years?
10 years too late. I think because it's like it feels like a comic book movie from like 10 years ago. It doesn't feel like a comic book movie the way that they are now.
It's like the script being written.
Yeah, like they wrote that, and then Tom Hardy just got dropped in with better CGI.
Yeah.
I don't know how to take Tom Hardy.
I mean, I think I liked it. I mean, it's definitely not perfect.
And I think they have to bring Tom Holland into it.
I mean, yeah, if they want to do it right, but you know,
that's a money make. That's the money maker,
right? Yeah, if they bring Tom Holland into it, it'll basically.
Well, like I said, spoiler alert for anybody that didn't see Venom. He mentioned the whole thing at the beginning. He mentioned how he worked at the newspaper and got fired because of that little boy.
Right.
So I mean, he kind of mentioned Spider-Man. You got to kind of bring him into the next movie.
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to.
I'd like to see Deadpool in it, but
nah.
They don't know what they're going to do with Deadpool. I think they're about to shelf him.
No, they are not. No,
they're about to shelf.
That's too much money, man.
You won't see Deadpool in another movie for at least 3 years. And then at that point, they're gonna be like, "Well, it's too late to bring him back now."
Nah, they're gonna keep Deadpool. He's the one character that they can actually throw in every single Marvel movie, and kind of take the place of Stan Lee. He's like the only one.
You ain't lying.
He's the only one. I mean, he's masked. He breaks the fourth wall. I mean, it's like it's pretty much like the perfect set point.
Yeah, and he's the comic relief,
right? Yeah, and like Stan Lee has not had a serious cameo, I don't think, in a Marvel movie yet, like a truly serious one.
Nah, he's always been.
So yeah, man, that'd be fine.
God bless the dead.
I'm trying to think of some other like for me personally, this year I got my project management professional certification. So yeah, so that was a pretty big milestone this year.
You gotta take a shot when we come down there.
But I mean, we're a year late.
I mean,
but you've been had that shit. We late.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to think some other stuff, man. I mean, actually getting a chance to hang with my niece over the holidays was actually really, really cool. Mm-hmm. That was a pretty awesome moment.
Cool. Awesome. So you got any 2018 moments?
Yeah, shit. I didn't file bankruptcy. I didn't go to jail.
Always a good thing.
And I voted.
Oh. Awesome.
I don't fucking care. I'm just glad 2018 is over, man. 2018.
For me, 2018, the thing that stuck out for me for 2018 was there was a lot of horrible rap created and released and remixed in 2018. And I really hope the hip hop community comes out and puts an end to it. Stops it. And if you can't stop it, just stop buying it and then create another sub hip hop culture under the one that we can't escape or get from under.
I think I don't know.
Because there is no way in hell Cardi B should have got album of the year.
Wait, she did?
Didn't she?
I don't know.
She the
Grammys
album of
ain't
the
passed
year.
yet.
Huh?
Grammys ain't passed yet.
Or what?
Grammys have not taken.
Oh no, I mean, didn't she get album of the or most bought?
It might have been for MTV or some shit.
I don't even think it was. It was just like some stats.
What, she streamed the most or something?
Something
I mean, it might maybe because of numbers. I don't equate numbers to quality.
But to be honest with you, man, black women listen to Cardi B. White women listen to Cardi B. Sorry.
She's got numbers.
No, I mean, numbers is fine. Like
if that's what you're talking about, she could easily have been.
Yeah.
I mean, Drake should have probably won it.
That.
I mean, that's just being honest. People like that beige light music.
Dude, that is a hot, wet pussy right there, man.
What?
What
are you watching?
Drake. No, motherfucker. Talking about Drake, bitch ass. I can't. Yo, I just. I saw. He's been out for 10 years, right?
Yeah, probably longer. Probably.
I seen he was lame. I knew he was lame back then when everybody was on his dick. I don't know why. I don't know what I saw, but he just.
Well, see, there's something about pop culture that automatically. There's something about pop culture that automatically makes you think, that might be something I want to stay away from. If everybody's running towards it, it can't be. Too deep.
And he was hot when Wayne was hot, and I didn't like Wayne either.
It's shiny. It's not anything.
Speaking of Wayne, what the fuck is you wearing, dude?
Looking like
What's your boy?
Man.
This motherfucker. Was he trying to do a pimp named Slipback? Was he? That's what he's trying to do.
I can't take up for what.
That's your boy.
Yeah, I like his hip. He's hip hop. I like his music. And he listen, regardless of what Wayne had on, at that performance, his flow was off the chain.
I ain't listen to it.
He did like 80 bars with no hook, just back to back to back to back.
I was drunk on expensive liquor, so I don't know.
Yeah, y'all drinking that good shit. It wasn't like nonsense. It was like stuff that made. It was stuff that was connected and it told a story. He rhymed.
Ghostface Killer did that.
Juvie's the only dude I fuck with off Cash Money. So
and where he at?
I don't. He might be dead. I don't know.
I'm a killer, but I'm still a gorilla.
You understand?
But yeah, 2018. That's what one of the things that stuck out. It was just like bad song after bad song, and it wasn't just Cardi B. It was all these guys that came out, and I had
Tekashi, Lil Pump.
We ain't got to worry about him too much anymore.
Lil Baby.
Damn, Sosa no more names than I thought.
Because Marcus ass always fucking pumping them shit up.
I'm like, dang, go ahead, Sosa.
I don't listen to none of that shit, but I know he be like, yo, you gotta listen to this first TV. Fuck out of here, man. I don't want nobody listen to that shit.
There is a list of the XXL freshman class of 2019.
It's a new line of garbage can.
I think it's right here.
Dog, they ain't doing nothing. The ones I'm about to look from 2-3 years ago. That's what I'm about to look at and see how bad it is. We'll look at 2016.
It's so bad. I listen to Tupac shit.
I take that back. These people popular. Damn, I went to the wrong year.
I'm not a Tupac fan, but I'll listen to them motherfuckers any day.
No, 2016. These people are popular. I just looked at it. It was in 2016. It was Anderson .Paak, 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Uzi Vert, Lil Dicky, Dave East, Denzel Curry, Designer, G Herbo, Lil Yachty. All of them are still actually around.
All right, let's go.
I've heard of all of them. Now, Designer's probably on the outskirts, but everybody else is probably actually making money.
He's medicated.
Yeah, Lil Dicky's making money. White people probably fuck with him a little bit more. I don't know. He hadn't put out anything.
I ain't heard from him.
Lil Yachty's probably like. I'm sorry, guys, but Lil Yachty's the worst one on that list. Uzi Vert doesn't bother me.
Yeah, you don't gotta apologize. Yeah, that dude's garbage.
Yeah, he's the worst. 21 ain't my thing, but he's not as bad as originally. He got better. Anderson's the most talented of that group, though. Like that motherfucker was singing and can play guitar and be on the drums. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Kodak ain't part of that group?
Kodak's on there.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said that one is actually their strongest one they had in a while. I know last year was probably uber bad.
Yeah, I saw the list of other guys, but I can't find it anymore. It's like you took it down, but it was a bunch of people I had never heard of before. Well, of course, but it was just like weird fucking names. I know Lil Xan was up there. I heard of him before.
You said Lil Xan?
It was Xan.
Yeah, 2017, they got people I've heard of, but it ain't good. Like XXXTentacion was on there. Playboy Cardi, I've heard of him. Heard of Cap G, but I don't know the songs. PNB Rock, I heard of him. Kamaya, Boogie with the Hoodie. I don't know none of their songs, but I've heard their names just because I watch a lot.
There's somebody named Boogie with the Hoodie for real?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Is light skin Keisha on there?
Light skin Keisha came on my like random like slow music playlist. I was confused.
Oh man.
Light skin Keisha.
Oh,
she ain't gonna be
Hollywood.
on the show.
I'm sorry, we're still talking about music.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. We done with this trash.
Sorry.
Who the fuck asked for
their music trash. Huh?
Who the fuck asked for a dog movie?
A dog movie?
He's talking about that Away from Home or whatever the fuck it is.
Talking about
like
Milo and Otis with a much smaller budget.
Milo and
Yeah.
Otis.
There has to be between these big blockbuster movies. I think there's some kind of agreement that there has to be like just a family feel good. Hey, I'm going to see this. Go see this until I'm out type movie.
That's what
Because I
January. That's what
guarantee
January's
you,
for,
if
man.
you look at the schedule, go look at the schedule of the movies. That movie is probably on the same exact time as one of the big blockbusters.
That motherfucker ain't gonna make
So
no
if
money.
you when people love that shit.
I don't get it. Who the fuck asked for this shit? I don't. Hollywood be putting out shit, and you be like, "What the fuck? What are y'all thinking?" I don't know.
Is anyone going to go see Glass?
Okay, so
On the fire
can we
stick.
talk about that real quick?
I have not seen
Shut
the
up.
other, I haven't,
I
I
heard
haven't
you
seen
playing.
the other two movies yet, though.
Wait a minute, what? You hadn't seen
I haven't seen Unbreakable,
Unbreakable or
or Split. No, I'm gonna try to catch them this weekend.
I had Unbreakable on DVD and never watched it, but I saw.
hey, I could bring my fire stick. You want to use my fire stick?
Nah, man, I'm good.
I was sober the night that I saw Unbreakable,
Uh-huh.
and we went with a group of people, and I still talk to my one friend, and I was like, "Yo, don't you remember Unbreakable was like the worst movie we ever seen?"
No.
I still think it's the worst movie we ever seen, but I have to go back and revisit it because I want to watch Split.
Unbreakable. Unbreakable was released when M. Night was still making good movies.
Yo, you can't say that.
Yeah, yes, I
Yeah,
can.
it was.
He was up and down. M. Night was up and down.
No, there was a
Even during
period
that
like
era.
when he first started.
Yeah, when he
He
first
made
started,
like 4 good movies back to back. It was like
Name 'em.
Signs,
and then he declined after that. Yeah,
Signs, Unbreakable. Oh shoot, I
Sixth
gotta look up
Sense.
his IMDb. Yeah, Sixth Sense and something else. Let me IMDb.
Okay, I'll give you Signs and Sixth Sense.
Mm-hmm.
But Unbreakable was
So
just
after
like,
that, that's when he started doing that weird shit.
the twist.
Yeah,
but
Twist.
it's a
now-
monster. No, it's not.
shit, no. Like almost 20 years later, fucking M. Night's a fucking genius.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it was always his plan to connect these movies.
Okay.
Sometimes things don't happen in the order they're supposed to, or when you think they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
I just think that
I gotta watch Split still. I haven't even watched that.
Yeah, I want to check out Split. You saw Split, right?
Yeah, I like Split. Split was dope.
Did you watch Unbreakable though?
No, I
No,
just
you
said that.
said-
I haven't. I bought it on DVD years ago, like at Circus City when it was dirt cheap, and I never watched. I forgot.
Yeah,
to.
because that was in the $3 bin. That's how bad that shit was.
It was. That's exactly what I got it out of.
Y'all look terrible.
No, I ain't trying to be funny. That's why I bought it.
No. I mean,
Wait a minute.
well, you know
Why
what?
don't-
Brian's right. He had a
What?
string of movies, and then he came out with like The Jungle or The Village.
The Village, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
Where it's like they were in a park or some shit.
The fuck are you doing?
exactly.
It was
I'm
funny
like, y'all in the
because
park.
I told my dad, like my brother and my dad went to go see that movie, and I was like, I already know the plot of this movie. It's like I can tell you exactly what's gonna happen at the end of it. And I said, I'm gonna write it down, hand this to you,
Don't open it
and don't open it until the movie's over, and let me know. And they came back and said, "What about it?" I said, "Yeah, you're right." I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna find out." It's like modern day, whatever, and you know, it's
Yeah, M. Night was hit or miss. Yeah, probably right before Unbreakable, because that man.
Yeah, the rest of them it was after Unbreakable and Signs was The Village, Lady in the Water, The Happening, The Last Airbender, Devil, After Earth, and The Visit. Those were horrible.
oh yeah, all of those were bad.
Dude, why you keep getting money?
Go ahead.
Yeah. How can he keep getting all this money? But us black people just started getting greenlit to direct.
Wait,
major
did he
motion pictures?
Did he do Slumdog Millionaire too?
No,
No.
damn it, so
Racist.
Thank you.
nah,
No,
Sorry.
but I'll
keep handing him
I'll
a
go
check.
see Glass. I'll go see Glass just because. But as soon as it starts to take that M. Night turn, I'm gonna get up and walk out. 'Cause I don't want him to ruin
I'm gonna
that
say
for me.
I paid $8 for this shit. Fuck, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this. That's how I felt about Transformers the last night. So I paid my money. It's too late now.
Right.
So we're already beyond the 30-minute window. So I might as well just hold out.
And it's not like they got bad actors in it.
No, not at all.
It's just, what the fuck you doing? You can't. I don't know. Whatever.
I think he's gonna find a way, and they're not putting it in the previews, but I think they're gonna find a way to connect more movies to it.
I'm not gonna watch The Village. I'm not watching The Edge. I'm not watching. Was Lady in the Water that sex movie where she had sex with the frog?
Oh, that was the sound of water.
That's a Shape of Water.
Water Ghost.
I did watch
Water.
I did watch that.
I'm not watching that shit either.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a Splice.
Ew.
I don't know who did Splice. It wasn't.
That's almost that could have been as bad as The Fly.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. That's disgusting. The Fly.
No, I know it could have been.
Oh, the fly was disgusting. That movie's still gross.
Mm-hmm. Most disgusting movie ever made, my opinion. You don't have to like it.
It's between that or The Thing.
I don't think I ever watched The Thing.
It's between those two. Like those two, I would say are probably the grossest movies I've ever seen because the effects are so strange, but yet look so real.
No, how the fuck? How the fuck? I don't understand how he keeps getting money, man.
I keep saying that, and
It's
we
the same-
just
like I
started
said,
getting movies.
What happens is he's a big name. People have
And
faith.
Gary
in his
Grant's a
movies.
big fucking name.
Yeah, but people have faith in his movies. That's why when these movies open up, you can't really go by the opening week because they're going to make $1 billion opening week.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the money he made for these movies, they never equal the first week.
No, they don't have a good run.
No. So he makes all his money that opening week because it's M. Night. Shit, he has the most recognizable name as a producer, one of the most recognizable names. So it's a draw automatically. Once he has you in there, he's already gotten your $10, $15.
Right.
Then he shits you. Then you leave. You tell other people don't go see it, and the movie's taken out of the theater.
Man.
But he's already made his movie and paid his actors off of what he made that first or second week.
I don't understand, man. I don't know.
The circle of life in movies. That's how they get you.
That's The Lion King.
I'm not gonna go see that.
No, hell no. Who the fuck asked for that? Kindergartner?
Disney knows what you want.
Not me.
We
know what you need.
Empire.
Fuck out of here.
No, I said the evil empire.
Oh, my bad.
Disney?
Yeah.
I say that now, man. But I got a trip to Disney and hopefully, I'm guessing when the Star Wars park gonna be opened up.
Oh yeah, we can talk about Disney. So Disney's opening up a new Star Wars wing. And with the opening of this new Star Wars wing, the price of Disney tickets are going to skyrocket well past 100.
So is that confirmed?
Oh
Per
yes.
person.
Yeah. They conveniently are going to quote unquote surge pricing for tickets.
Wow.
Disney World. Yeah, so that whenever they announce the Star Wars theme park getting made, like Disneyland announced the official start date, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, and by the way, the ticket's $30 higher for this week that it opens, or this like month,
just for the week,
or like whenever." But they're gonna take that, they're gonna do a statistical analysis and be like, "Hey, people start coming into Disney between June and whatever month, and then they're going to say for these months the ticket is going to be this price, but then when it trails off in August, then it's going to be this price, but then they're going to start, when people start leveling off and adjusting, then they're going to be like, well, we can kick it up a little bit here to kind of keep that peak season thing kind of going."
Yes, I'm going in like September.
Yeah.
Are you staying on resort or on property rather?
Oh, I haven't looked into it yet. I mean, I can stay on Evergreen, the military thing.
At the peak.
You got to pee?
This is one adult ticket's going to be $149.
Nope. Wait, is that just to go on the park, or is that
That's the 1 day adult peak ticket price.
Jeez.
Jeez, yeah, it's like a $50 difference. It's like 100 and Yeah, it's almost a $40 difference.
You need to take out a new mortgage to take the family.
Hell yeah.
And the 1-day regular ticket, which blocks out some dates, will be up to $129.
Man,
The value ticket is going to be $104.
The value.
The annual select pass is going to be $399. And the most elite annual premier pass, who the fuck needs that? Is going to be $1,949.
You know what, man? I swear, I wonder.
Does that include a happy ending?
No.
I wonder. I wonder if Walt Disney was still alive. He'd look back on this and be like, "I think I did okay." What do you think this is? You know what I'm saying? Because this is ridiculous. Like
then you got to pay $25 to park.
Jesus Christ, $25?
$25 to park. Yeah, like Arlene and I, when we're planning this trip out, and we're like, are we going? Because we're gonna stay on property, and we're not driving a car for that reason. Because if you park, go every day, man. That's $100 and something.
Yeah.
So listen,
go ahead.
Before you buy your first Mickey Mouse shaped ice cream bar,
it's $10.
If you're not going by yourself, you already dropped about $1,500.
Yep.
Walking in the gate.
Yeah, because it's not like you go for one day.
Yeah.
No, you go for at least 3.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. This trip, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be great, but man, I'm looking forward to it. But
I'm looking forward to the Star Wars shit. But
yeah, see when you say you're going, when are you going?
I haven't planned it yet.
You haven't planned it yet. Yeah, they're saying that this is that Disneyland they announced. They haven't announced it for Disney World yet, but they're saying that it's supposed to be quote unquote late fall. But late fall is up to December 20th. So kind of keep that in mind. I'm sure they're probably not going to push it into December. They're going to try to do it before Christmas.
I need to hit the lottery.
They better hire Border Patrol because I'm jumping the fence.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, motherfucker.
What? I jump on the fence at Disneyland? What are you gonna do to me?
Kick you out.
Get the Disney police on your ass.
Mickey Mouse gonna hit you with that pan.
But anyway,
Uncle Jesus.
Welcome into 2019, y'all. It's gonna be a good year. We're gonna have more shows for you. If anybody had anything you want to talk about before we end this here thing,
I mean, I'm
I ain't got nothing this time. Nobody got something.
Okay. So
I don't know. Same stupid shit I've been saying. So fuck
it. All right. Well, everybody who came in to watch, I saw a couple people come in. We are going to be more consistent. We're going to be as consistent as we were before. Shows are going to be on Monday nights. We just had to squeeze this one out real quick before we.
Oh, you know what, man?
What?
New Year's resolution. Does anyone have one, or y'all like hell with this?
Fuck that shit.
Not really a resolution, man. I'm just trying to eat better and to be better physically.
I'm trying not.
I'm gonna stay fucked up. Okay. Hey, so Brian said in the chat, you had me laughing in the fucking commissary. He was like, you had a cup of coffee after not having sugar for a week.
Yeah. Hey, listen, never go cold turkey and then just like jump right back into that shit going 100 miles an hour.
God.
I was about to absolutely die today.
What you mean? I missed that.
I stopped sugar and bread and kind of sort of meat and all that. So today I was just super fucking sleepy. So I got this coffee today, and the coffee I got was from this place that sells really strong coffee. And that shit punched me in my face when I was at work. My hands was sweating. I couldn't sit down. I felt like I did coke. Like, and I'm trying to figure out, like, when you get the shit out your system and then reintroduce it like that, You try to figure out, is this how I've been feeling the whole time? I was miserable, absolutely miserable. So I'm gonna have to cleanse. I gotta drink like 8 cups of water tonight before I go to bed. Get that out. But,
I don't know. I couldn't do it. I would just work out. I can't say I'll watch what I eat because that's a lie. Would I cut back? Maybe, but I don't want to take 2 weeks off and not eating shit and then eat a Big Mac and have my whole fucking insides fucked up.
Oh,
yeah, don't do that.
Because I want to enjoy my fucking Big Mac.
McDonald's are
Hey,
trash. Trash.
Please don't eat healthy and then eat McDonald's. Your body rejects McDonald's at a pace that shouldn't be allowed by human consumption. That shit out with anger. Like, get this shit out of me now. And you almost don't make it to the toilet. If you eat McDonald's, like if we go on a road trip, you've cleansed your body for 2 weeks. We go on a road trip, you eat McDonald's, you shitting in the car.
I don't want to be that guy. So I just
it's gonna happen. Oh,
I'm not gonna eat healthy.
So if you put poison in your body, continue to put poison in your body. Don't cleanse that shit.
I like donkey meat. Fuck it.
Like, I just can't go to McDonald's right now ever again unless I'm home.
Dude,
or the McRib is out.
I've never had a McRib.
That's one thing I want.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the only thing that, like, whenever it comes out, it's like, oh, the McRib's back. I'll get one. And I'm like, all right, that's my quota.
They must put coke and weed and crack and everything.
Maybe they do. I'm not fucking that shit. You know what, man? No one gets skinny from eating a salad. One salad. So, you know, I'm not going to die from eating one McRib. It might make me feel terrible afterwards.
Yeah, that's what you notice. After you start getting a certain age, foods fuck with you differently.
Right.
Yeah, they affect your body tremendously. Like, I can't eat fried chicken because I'll be miserable. I'll have a headache.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I hadn't had fried chicken in so long. I can't do it. Not at least restaurant fried chicken, like Bojangles and all that shit.
Fuck.
But I start to get a headache. I ain't got no air fryer.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So just the way life is, man. Fucking life.
And on that note,
we appreciate y'all joining us tonight. We'll be back next week. If you want to hit us up, we got all of our social media accounts on the SoundCloud. SoundCloud, type in the company, you'll be able to find us. We are also on iTunes, Google Play Music, and Podbean. And am I missing one?
Pornhub.
No.
So
we're not there. We are not.
I just got asked about your hot wet pussy comment, so you are on timeout, my friend.
Well, we know he ain't gonna be on the show, so I don't care.
Anyway, y'all have a blessed night. Thank you so much for letting us keep you company. We'll see you next week. Peace. Which one I push?